going to bring me to Philadelphia a little bit too, and I want to rope Dallas into this because I do think that Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Dallas are my 1, 2, 3 if we were doing like seeding based on the strength of the teams, but we're not. Um, the Eagles are my number one team. That said, at the end of last year, Jalen Hurts got banged up. The team wasn't as effective offensively without him. And when you talk about a top team in the conference, and I think you and I both agree, personnel wise, this might be the best team in the league, period. AFC or NFC.
I think it is, yes.
NFC is a weaker conference. Philadelphia is not a weaker team. The one thing that can take any of these teams down, and we'll get more on the Eagles in just a second, but is having your quarterback go down. So which one of these teams is the best equipped to handle that? Is it Dallas with Cooper Rush because he's been there so long and he did so well last year and the players are confident in him, even if they didn't put up big numbers? Is it the 49ers who went and got Sam Darnold, who's got great talent, who's made some plays in camp and preseason? Or is it Philadelphia?
Kyle Shanahan just announced today that Sam Darnold's their number 2 quarterback.
Right. So who is best equipped to deal with, okay, we could lose our starter for a few games and we're not going to lose our position?
I'm not convinced that Sam Darnold wouldn't be an upgrade over the starter for the 49ers. So I think it's got to be the 49ers, right? I mean, if you have another quarterback that has, was a number 3 overall pick in the draft, and it's got ridiculous arm talent, that's still only probably 25, 26 years old. I think it's them, especially considering what we've seen from Marcus Mariota with the Eagles, where he's been so bad in the preseason, where you wonder, is he even going to make it out of camp? He's been that bad.
Yeah, I think Philadelphia is in the worst position here because Dallas with Cooper Rush, you saw the way the defense rallied around Cooper. They played better with him. The Cowboys weren't putting up 35 a game with Cooper Rush. I mean, they were winning close games. He made the plays when he had to. I want to give him credit. He may not have tons of talent. He knows how to run that offense. I think what did he go? 5-1, Marcus? 4-1?
Yep.
5-1. He lost a tough game in Philadelphia where they got it going in the second half, but it was a little too late. But Philadelphia, I agree with you, is in the worst spot. It's kind of where I was headed with this. Now, if we put that aside and Jalen Hurts stays healthy, this team has got to look at anything less than the Super Bowl as an organizational failure. Kind of like the Lions can't be 9-8 and missing the playoffs again and say, hey, we had a winning season. I think for Philadelphia, they knew they had that Super Bowl last year. And to me, they're somewhat in the similar position as the 49ers after the 2019 Super Bowl.
Sure.
And I feel like the 49ers have been trying to claw their way back to getting a championship since then. Do you think this is the year for the Eagles?
I do. I think they just got a great combination of the offensive line is seasoned, but it's not old, right? Like you can have an old offensive line. I think the Cowboys have an old offensive line. That's not the case for Philadelphia. They've got a quarterback who's improved every year. They've got awesome skill players. They've got a defense that's really young and athletic up front. I will say, Elliot, like if you gave me the field versus the Eagles this year in the NFC, I think I would take the Eagles.